This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
Amma wants an answer. Jayalalitha says the DMK's touchiness within GPC probe only raises suspicions over family involvement. Spectrum scam the perfect poll plank for the politicians of Tamil Nadu as the sets for the polls 2011 are ready to go up.
For political leaders in the opposition, including myself.
LK Advani mounts pressure on the Prime Minister, says he should answer the Supreme Court and immediately set up a JPC. A French rapist in hiding in the city has been arrested. He was on the Interpol's most wanted list and given a red corner notice. The new age burglar has all the keys to the latest locks in your home. The police's advice? Think like a burglar. It's a grand Wednesday of color, food and prayers. The fervor of Bakri fills the city's air.
Festivals are all about the food as well. Think of any festival and a menu immediately jumps to your mind.
Aragiri suits up for his son's big day. A star-studded Madurai city plays host to the reception. And Bollywood looks towards Kollywood for ideas. The southern scripts head to Mumbai for their Hindi avatars. Good evening. Welcome to the news tonight on NDTV Hindu, and Eid Mubarak to all our viewers who've tuned in. I'm Evelyn Matthew. Let's also bring you the national headlines. Did Yediyurappa help his family get government land? The opposition releases new documents, but the BJP firmly defends him. Calls were reportedly coming from under the rubble of the Delhi building collapsed last evening. 38 men and women wait to be evacuated. The Punjab High Court pulls up the CBI and the government on former Cop Rathore in the Ruchika molestation case. The Environment Minister claims that the dead tiger in Sariska was poisoned, another one to be relocated from Ranthambore. And Big Boss and Rakhi Ka Insaf are only for adults to be broadcast after 11 p.m, rules the IMB Ministry. Well, it's been 3.5 days since A. Raja played the hero of a resignation drama, and a day after his supporters gave him that grand reception right here in the city. Now the main opposition in the state, the AIA-DMK, is capitalizing on every political gain it can get out of that mess that Spectrum Raja had got himself into. In fact, today, the AIA-DMK's General Secretary, Ms. J. Jayalalitha, questioned the DMK, asking them that if the former telecom minister was innocent, why Karunanidhi was afraid of a JPC probe into the scam, and that the DMK chief's opposition to the probe had only raised several suspicions about the very involvement of his family members in the whole Spectrum saga. On the sidelines of her latest statement, she's also claimed victory for A. Raja's resignation, saying that it was barely 3 days after her call for a public campaign that he had resigned from his plum post. And so the Spectrum scandal, which saw the fall of the telecom minister, has set the political tone in Tamil Nadu for now. For the opposition groups in the state, it is their finest hour. So here's what the telecom scandal means for the DMK and more so for its arch rival, the AIA-DMK.
These scenes of celebrations by the opposition AIA-DMK and a show of face-saving defiance by the DMK has escalated into a war of bitter words. Jayalalitha tried but failed to isolate Karunanidhi from the Congress. But her handling of the telecom scandal won her many political points. Other opposition groups are also taking maximum advantage.
It is a victory for political leaders in the opposition, including myself.
இது ஜனநாயகத்திற்கு எதிர்க்கட்சி கிடைத்த மிகப்பெரிய வெற்றி என்பதை மீண்டும் நான் இங்கே வலியுறுத்துகிறேன்.
Karunanidhi's attempts to use Raja's Dalit background to his advantage failed to excite supporters. But the mudslinging has helped the opposition for now. But will the momentum continue? That's something the opposition is expected to do not let the issue die down, as the election in Tamil Nadu is only 6 months away. In Chennai with Peer Mohammed, Jason Tosh for NDTV Hindu.
Meanwhile, a day after the Supreme Court questioned the Prime Minister's silence on the 2G spectrum and the Minister A. Raja, which is being seen as a great amount of embarrassment to the government, the Solicitor General of India told NDTV that there was no cause for embarrassment at all. The Supreme Court had questioned the alleged silence of Dr. Singh while hearing a petition by Janata Party Chief Subramanian Swamy that said that the Prime Minister's office did not reply to a letter on charges against A. Raja for about 15 months' time.
Well, we'll answer it in the court. We'll answer it in the court.
But court has also said that whether the material has been put before the Prime Minister, because Subramanian Swamy...
We'll answer it in the court.
But don't you think it's an embarrassment for the government as well as to the Prime Minister?
I don't think so. I don't think that there's any cause for embarrassment.
But the court's observations have given a new handle to the opposition, with more and more voices demanding an explanation from Dr. Manmohan Singh, the latest being senior BJP leader L.K. Advani.
सुप्रीम कोर्ट में उसी विषय को लेकर के एक गंभीर टिप्पणी की गई प्रधानमंत्री के ऊपर और पीएमओ के ऊपर। मुझे स्मरण नहीं आता कि पिछले 60 साल में कभी सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने प्रधानमंत्री के कार्यालय पर इस प्रकार की टिप्पणी कभी पहले की हो। और मैं मानता हूं कि प्रधानमंत्री का कर्तव्य बनता है कि इस विषय में जो टिप्पणी सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने की है उसका तुरंत वे उत्तर दें।
Well, in more news, making headlines from the state after Will Hume, the latest foreign national with a string of child abuse and harassment cases slammed against him, is one with a French connection. A child rapist from France, convicted for raping 9 girls in 1998, has been arrested here in the city. 53-year-old Jack Fernandez, aka Eric Martin, had gained entry into India through Nepal and was staying right here in the Chennai city. In fact, he had been on the run ever since. He was convicted in France and was also on the Interpol's wanted list. But as of now, Martin has been remanded to Purel prison for around 15 days. Meanwhile, the Interpol in Delhi has been informed and they are expected to take action within the next 3 to 4 days. Chennai's division of the CID, meanwhile, is probing several charges against his illegal entry into India. They're also talking to Nepal and the Sri Lankan High Command, as the accused had held extended visas in both countries.
Right now, we don't have any charge against him. Right now, our job, and see, it's an Interpol reference. It is a request from the Interpol. On their request, we have effected the arrest, and now he is in the Pulal jail. He will be taken to Delhi. There is a special court, and there also they are not going to try him. A French team comes. A team from France comes. After completing the formalities, they are going to hand this fellow to the French team.
And Ms. Magdalene Jairatnam, as counsellor, spoke to us about the need for the children to be sensitized, which is pretty much the biggest need of the hour.
All schools must have counselors. I think that has become a priority these days, because children, we have counselors placed in different schools, and we find that children come up with host of issues, not just abuse, you know, any kind of issue, and I think that's very important.
Do you think that's missing nowadays in the schools?
Not all schools have it, but I think it's very important, because schools that do have counselors definitely are a step further, you know. So I think counselors are very, very important. And I think also as parents, I think it's important for us to look at this issue, because most parents now, I think majority of the parents today are both working and they both finish office late. School finishes by 4 o'clock in most cases.
Right. Most of the time they say that they don't have time, parents, but you yourself are a parent.
Yes.
Have you tried talking to your children? Have you made time for them?
I think I have, you know, I'm working from home now, because I know the importance of, you know, spending enough time at home and encouraging my daughter to talk. But I'm saying that this is a very important thing as part of parenting, that all parents do encourage children to talk about anything that is bothering them or worrying them.
Well, still ahead on the news tonight, name the biggest actor or politician in town, and he is there. The big DMK wedding is ready for a grand takeoff.